Let me see. Are we on? We on. Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's the one and only legend of winning, aka Low, and I am back with the crew, the AyoPodcast crew. We talking about sports. So, like Agent normally says, get back. Oh my God! Wait. Okay.
How you do this every single week?
I know every week I do the same thing. But like Agent says, get back, relax. If you're playing 2K, doing your homework, just let us serenade you for the next hour and a half.
Who plays 2K, man? Who still does that?
Wow.
You do that.
Go ahead and I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves, though.
Yo. Give a round of applause for the number one New York Knicks fan besides Spike Lee and Stephen A. Smith in the building. It's Waffleman60, a.k.a. Al Banks of Gemini.
You know you just insulted all your New York Knicks fans that follow you, right?
I do that.
He do that. He said it in all his videos, though, so people already believe he's the number one Knicks fans, though.
Hey, what's poppin', everybody? I don't know if y'all just seen Raptors dethrone the 6-1 Hornets. Like, this shit was just duty. It was work. Held them to 40% shooting. Raptors third offense in the league right now. It's straight balling, and it's nice, yo. You know what's nice? I've noticed is like some teams close, some teams can't. And it's so nice that Raptors have just closed every game. That they just find a way to win at the end of this shit, and it's a beautiful sight. But yeah, what's going on? I think we've got a lot to talk about in terms of sports, of course. NBA season still starting up, so a lot of news brewing.
On the low, though, like, are the Knicks even that good? I mean, not the Knicks, but the Hornets, are they that good?
I don't think they were as good as maybe they were playing, but they're a pretty good team. They're a team that's going to land at least 4 or 5.
Whoa.
But I think
look at who they playing though. Look at who they playing though.
I understand who they're playing, but I've been saying for a while that Al Jefferson just didn't fit on that team. Kemba Walker, I knew had the ability to step up because I didn't watch much college athletes, but I seen him play. I was like, wow, that guy's impressive. So when he came into the NBA, he just, you know, when you're just waiting for the person to take the next step. This is his perfect opportunity to do what Dame did with his team and take the next step and lead that team. Yo, he could do it.
I mean, I'm sorry. They didn't really beat
they
team.
They didn't beat no team. I'm looking at it right now. They beat Milwaukee, which is They beat Miami, and they barely beat Miami. They beat Philly, nah. Brooklyn, nah. Indiana, they ain't playing like neither. And then they beat Utah. Utah's a good team they beat. But I don't know. Because I was looking at them earlier. I was like, wow, they're in the top of the East right now. But no, they ain't beat nobody, so it's not that.
All right, but okay, how about this? Maybe this is a good question. Would you rather take in a game who you think is going to win, the Utah Jazz or the Hornets?
I think the Utah Jazz will win.
I think the Jazz, boy. That team is.
I don't even know if did Gordon Hayward play that game. I don't even know if he played that game.
I think he did because he did.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. They're dealing with injuries there too.
Yeah, so that's what I don't know. I feel like, I mean, it's a good team. I don't know. I got to look at them because the games they done play, they done beat Philly and Brooklyn, them two of the worst teams.
Hey, the Pacers couldn't do that. Well, they barely did that.
Pacers are terrible. Yeah, I know we just jumping into it, people, but yo, it's been a good handful of things going on. For sure. Let's talk about this Curry real quick. You know what I'm saying? Curry broke the record for the most threes in the game. It's about time. I thought he already done it, but I was wrong. And actually, I thought it was one more than the record that he actually already had when Kobe did. But I was wrong with that as well. But it was against the Pelicans, that trash team. I don't know if did y'all see it? Did y'all see that game?
Nah, I don't like watching this.
I saw the game. It was pretty interesting. It was no defense though. That was for sure the issue with that. But yeah, congratulations, Curry. Just quick update, just in case people didn't know, broke the record for the most 3-pointers in a game. Then we're gonna move on to some real basketball topics. The Rockets and the Thunder. For whatever reason, people may believe that they are a tad bit overhyped. Some people may believe that they are correctly rated. Some people may believe that they are legitimate threats in the Western Conference. Personally, before I hand it off to these two, I don't understand what people see in those two teams. Russell Westbrook can't carry by himself. Not to say he's not a good enough player, but one player can't carry by himself, no matter how great of a player he is. And I see him struggle from time to time. And you got the Rockets, they don't play no defense. It's terrible. That defense is really bad, and then offensively, you only got one option. But what do you two think about the Rockets and the Thunder? I'm gonna hand it off to Agent first.
The Thunder, I'm glad the Thunder faced the Raptors this week because a lot of people kept believing that Westbrook would just dominate the Raptors. He didn't. They lost. Thunder are a decent team. And I didn't want the performance they did to start the season fool you. The power rankings had them really high up. And to me, it was like, yo, they barely beat the Suns. They barely beat some weak teams. Like, if you can't dominate those teams and just keep your starters out for the fourth quarter, or at least win by like 10, then you're going to start running into some problems when you start facing some of these better teams. I've been seeing Westbrook try. And it hurts me because I saw Kobe do it once Shaq left 06, 07, is he's just shooting 37%, 41%, 42%. These are bad shooting nights, especially the ones in the low 30s sometimes. And he could keep chucking them up, and he gets to the line a lot. And if he could carry his team that way, go ahead. But at a certain point, some of that responsibility has to be deferred to Oladipo. It has to go in other directions because it's too easy to double Westbrook every play. And I think that's where OKC needs to work on. And they just gave Westbrook – no, they gave Westbrook the restructure, Steven Adams a contract, and also Oladipo the new contract. So I guess they're buying in the future, which is contradictory to my opinion. You got Westbrook in his prime, and then you're betting on people who are going to get better over the next 3 or 4 years. So you need to make up your mind on whether you're going to trade the young guys or trade Westbrook, because right now it feels like he's just wasting his career. And that's like a theme in the NBA. And the Houston Rockets, I don't know what the fuck to think about them. I've only seen one game of them, and I need to watch more Houston Rockets games. This team is all over the place with Harden at point guard.
Before you go, Waffle, real quick, just in case people don't know, as of right now, I don't know if OKC's playing right now, but Russell Westbrook is averaging 31 points, 8 rebounds, 9.5 assists, which sounds great, but like Agent said, the efficiency, shooting 41% from the field, turning the ball over 5.6 times, which is ridiculous. So just keep that in mind, people. I know everybody just looks at points, assists, and rebounds, and they don't look at no other stats. But when we look in the big picture, it's really not. It's still impressive, but it's not efficient. What you think about both James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and the Houston Rockets and OKC, Waffle?
Listen, man, both of those players are top 10 players in the league. And when you got a top 10 player in the league, of course you're going to need talent. Players like that are down a tier below them need more talent, but they're top 10 players in the league, so they should be able to get their team. As you saw Damian Lillard,
hey, got that text message from 2K, boy. That's exactly what that is. Got that text message from 2K.
Nah, but compared to like Damian Lillard, if you compare their teams, obviously the Trailblazers, their roster put together is looks a lot better than the Thunder and the Rockets roster. But like I said before, Westbrook and Harden themselves, top 10 players, they're gonna of course have a lot of responsibilities on offense because they have to do a lot. They don't have really any other option. James Harden is the point guard for the Rockets, and he's leading the lead in assists. I believe at 13 assists per game or 14.
Something crazy. I'm trying to look it up right now. Something crazy though.
He's having 13 to 14 assists a game, getting about 20-something points, high 20-something points, leading that team. Westbrook with 31 points. But they're going to be a solid second-tier team behind, the top teams in the Western Conference. So, in my opinion, I think they'll be able to beat, most of the teams in the Western Conference because let's just be real. The Western Conference it's just bad, man. Like, the Lakers are in the playoffs right now. They're looking better than some of the teams in the Western Conference, which I don't know if it's surprising, but it's just good coaching and just good young play from the Lakers. But you just look at the other teams in the Western Conference, it's just like they don't got Westbrook, they don't got Harden, and at least the pieces that the Thunder and the Rockets have should be able to enough to at least get to somewhere in the 6th seed, 5th seed area, and we're already seeing that this season. So it might not continue. It depends on the injuries and stuff like that. But the Western Conference is just it's just nasty, bro.
Real quick, just in case they don't know, Harden averaging 30 points, 13 assists, almost 8 rebounds. But again, the efficiency. Well, he's shooting really good from the field, almost 50% from the field, 39% from 3. Still getting to that free throw line 10 times a game. But the turnovers are crazy, 5, almost 6 turnovers a game. My take on the whole thing, I said it before, and I'll just reiterate my opinion on this. I don't understand why NBA fans like to see certain players struggle, try to prove something. We already know both Russell Westbrook and James Harden are great players. But I'm looking at both of them. I'm looking at the team, and I'm being honest with people. And I don't think I had neither one of those teams making the playoffs. Well, I think I had OKC making the playoffs, but I have the Houston Rockets making the playoffs. That both of those teams are fundamentally flawed teams. They have problems. They have issues. I don't understand why people believe one player can really carry or dictate the outcome of a game so consistently that there's going to put them in championship contention or even in playoff contention or make a deep playoff run. James Harden, both of them will have crazy numbers, especially James Harden because of the amount of possessions that they're going to run with that D'Antoni offense, and he's pick and rolling with the point guard position. Clint Capella going to look great in that offense. So don't be fooled by the numbers, people. When they play great teams with great defense, they're simplistic.
They already play great teams, though.
Had they, though? Because
the Rockets beat the Spurs and the Thunder beat the Clippers.
That Clipper. You go back and look at that Clipper game. They didn't shoot good at all. Like that was, if you go back and actually look at it, they just didn't shoot well. If they actually played, and it was still really close.
Man, they're playing right now, and they're only losing by 8 right now.
Oh, only by 8. All right,
that's not that much, guy. Chill.
Yes, it is. Especially that's a lot when you want a team that struggles. That's going to struggle to score. That is a lot. I don't know. I looked at enough games of OKC, and that team is struggling to score, because even when they was beating Philly and the Suns, they barely beat those teams. Those are teams that they should be. If they're legitimately playoff teams, those are teams you should not struggle with, and they struggled against them, man. And I don't know. Personally, I just feel like I'm not trying to bash either one of them, but there's just no way that neither one of them can do it by themselves single-handedly.
Well, they're not going to compete for a championship, but they're going to get into the playoffs.
You think both of them going to make it to the playoffs?
Yeah, man. They're top 10 players. They should be able to lead their team into the playoffs.
So DeMarcus is in the top 10 player?
No.
Oh, okay.
What? He's the best player in his position.
I don't know about that.
You don't think he's top 10?
Listen, I already told you my opinion on DeMarcus Cousins, man. He's a player that, he plays great, but he gets in that mood where it's like, nigga, you gotta chill, and then that leadership role, bro. I mean, you gotta get there somehow.
I ain't gonna lie, like sometimes I try to give him a pass, but
he already got ejected. Like what? He picked up he has I think he leads the league in technicals. I mean, I believe. Like I was watching the game.
Melo already done caught 2 technicals tonight. He gotta get.
All right, but DeMarcus.
Oh, is that why your bum ass team is getting destroyed right now?
Yeah, because then Melo got thrown out.
All right, but DeMarcus already got ejected this season.
I have on my fantasy team, man. God, he was playing nice too. 5 for 8. Okay, whatever.
But Cousins already got ejected this season already once, and I was watching that Lakers game. You could just tell he wasn't getting calls. He was just getting frustrated, slowing back on defense. I was like, damn.
I was watching the end of that game, and he got an and one call, but the next possession, you could tell they were kind of going hard on him. They wouldn't let him get in post position. They were pushing him out the way. They should have been calls. He wasn't getting them, but his response was like, yeah, that must be demoralizing. Your top player can't even keep it together. I like him as a player. I think he's fun to watch, but and keep in mind, Darren Collison's still been injured, so once he comes back, it might make life a lot easier. But as of right now,
they still got really good though.
Yeah, they do, but I don't know. I just feel like because that's a thing that I keep hearing about a lot of people when it comes to DeMarcus Cousins. Like they just think that his attitude is a reason why that that team isn't successful. But to be honest, like I don't understand why people believe that basketball players are just completely different human beings. If you're telling me I'm going to be on the team that I'm giving it my all, I'm putting up all-star numbers. I'm not only putting up all-star numbers, I'm putting all-time great numbers. And we're still losing because the organization doesn't know how to build a team.
That's like me on Pro-Am, yo.
Kill yourself. What? That has nothing to do with you on Pro-Am.
All right.
I don't understand why he doesn't have the right to be frustrated and be upset because he's wasting his years his great years on a terribly ran team. I just don't get that.
So then you just demand a trade, then get out of there.
By the way, it's final. Pacers just lost to the 76ers.
Let's fucking go, boy. I needed that.
I've never been more right about anything in my life. I'm telling y'all right. I'm sorry to switch the topic, but I don't know where everyone gets this idea. First of all, you fired one of the best coaches in the NBA, so L for that.
Larry Bird, Larry Bird really needs to be brought into question about that. That's Larry Bird all day, every
So
day.
you fired the defensive coach, right? And you're like, let's get some more offense. Not only are you not getting more offense, but now you no longer have defense. You let the Philadelphia 76ers bring you into overtime. You won that game, and that was a couple days ago. Back again this time. This time they lose again in overtime. You're going to overtime with the team called the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, let's stop pretending like defense isn't a thing right now. All right, New York Knicks can't play defense. Boston drops like 112 on them. I'm a little biased because Melo's not there. But it happens so many times. If you don't have defense, you can't always outscore people. That's been the Clipper problem for a while. That's what I thought was going to be the Houston problem this year. But not so much, at least not yet. But, guys, come on. Where's the love for the defensive coaches? Raptors are winning games through defense. They're top 3 in defense so far. They've always been a good defensive team under Dwayne Casey. And anyway, sorry.
You know what's crazy?
You should have knew this season wasn't going to go well the second Frank Vogel got fired. Literally the week after you lost. You brought the Raptors to Game 7, and he still got fired. Anyway.
You know what's crazy, too? Like, this team, they still shot pretty well. They shot 44%, I'm pretty sure, in overtime that brought down their percentage. I don't know. I just feel like I asked this question, and we're gonna get back to the DeMarcus Cousins thing, but I asked this question on Twitter like not so long ago. I was like, should Monte Ellis still be starting? Like, I don't think he's a starter in the NBA no more. I don't understand why people think that he should be starting. Because to me, there's nothing that he does on the court that advocates this idea that he should be a starter. Offensively, he's inconsistent at times, but do they really need more offense, or do they need defense and C.J. Miles have him, especially a bigger guard, be able to guard the perimeter and stretch the floor? I think that's a way better route to go. Let Jeff Teague handle the ball, him and Paul George facilitate and probe into the lane offensively, and then let everybody else play their role. I don't understand why Monte's still starting on that team. He's not a starter in general. Monte Ellis just shouldn't be starting regardless. At this stage in his career, he shouldn't be getting 36 or 30 plus. He shouldn't be getting 30 plus minutes. I just don't see it. But
I didn't even know he was still on the team. I forgot about him.
I think that's a huge. I don't know. I don't want to completely put it on him, but yo, to me that's a problem. I just don't see him being a fit on that team. They probably need to trade him, but I don't really know if there's that many people.
Yeah, we'll be back in a sec, people.
All right, I don't know if there's that many people who or that many teams who want him. But going back to the DeMarcus Cousins and Sacramento Kings thing, for people who don't know, DeMarcus Cousins, his contract is up at the end of next year. So this whole experiment between what the Sacramento Kings are doing with DeMarcus Cousins is starting to wrap up real quick. I don't know. Me personally, I just feel like they have to trade him. It just doesn't make any other sense to keep him. If you are the Sacramento Kings, what would you do, Wolf?
I mean, I would have been traded them, but I have a feeling that they won't even. I don't know, man. I feel like they're one of the organizations where they just let him just walk for nothing, and then after that, it's like, damn, you did that though. I feel like if they could have traded him a long time ago. Could have traded him to the Celtics. The Lakers wanted them before, but now it's like it's getting too late. Where it's like, I don't even know if teams. I'm not sure if like. For a team to give up, first of all, they need to know that he's going to be signed with them, and then they'd have to be put in a good position to like at least be able to like compete for a playoff spot and stuff like that. And then it has to be a team that doesn't have a center. So maybe the Trailblazers, they need a center. See what they can give up since they have Evan Turner and Allen Crabbe back there. Maybe that would be a good fit for DeMarcus Cousins, him and Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum there. But I mean. There's not that much teams that really need like a center now.
I don't know. I just feel like I know it may not be enough team that need a center, but they probably need an upgrade, or they're willing to like really. They need a real legitimate, presence offensively. I don't at this point, and everybody in the chat, you can put in the chat who you want which team you want DeMarcus to go to, because it makes sense at this point where you just have to trade him, because it doesn't really seem like this team is really moving in a concrete direction. And this is something I was gonna say later on, but I'm gonna say it here and I'm gonna reiterate later on. If you are on an organization that doesn't have a clear path, but they have superstar, all-star talent on their team, you need to trade that player. There's no need for you to hold on to that piece for whatever rhyme or reason just so you can say you got a piece if you're not able to build around that piece in the next 2 or 3 years. I don't understand why there's so many organizations in the NBA who just feel like, oh, I just got to hold on for dear life to whatever I have, when in reality, you can give up those pieces and get something back and start the rebuilding process. At this point, we're talking about the DeMarcus Cousins. Practically almost half of his career is going to be, when you look at it in totality, when he retires, practically half of his career will be wasted on an organization that couldn't even make the playoffs, couldn't even build around him. So this idea that they need to keep him, especially after next year he leaves, after next year Rudy Gay's gone, Aaron Aflalo's gone, Ben McLemore's gone. In 2 more years, it's only going to be, if I'm not mistaken, 6 players on the roster that's on the roster right now. That's it. So what are you waiting on? They got to get rid of him, man.
And you also got to keep in mind. Sorry to cut you off, Waffle, but it's tough to get those players. Like it'll be a long time before another Anthony Davis comes in the league. So when you got him, giving him up is hard. Like you remember when Melo got traded to the Knicks? Denver got a lot of pieces back, but it never turned into anything. They got a lot. People were like, they got value for Melo. But then Denver eventually had a couple good seasons, but it became a flop.
But is that really? I think it's just Denver not knowing how to build, because they should have traded them pieces too. I just feel like you need to, if you can't make something, you can't really do nothing with the pieces, then you need to move on. Like, what are you waiting?
Well, they still got Gallinari and Wilson Chandler on.
And what are they doing right now? They just holding on to pieces for like years now. What are they doing? They ain't doing nothing.
The draft pick they got turned into Moutier, which he's all right. You know what I'm saying? But the Kings, if you look at the Kings situation, and I feel bad for the Kings because as a Knicks fan, I've been struggling. I'm talking about the fans though. I've been bad for the fans because you got DeMarcus Cousins for 6 years. The man's never been in the playoffs. You come into next season and he leaves for nothing. Let's say he leaves for nothing, or you get some trade pieces back. You basically had 6 years, and you're doing 6 years just to rebuild again. Like,
but isn't that DeMarcus's fault for re-signing though?
The team gotta put some. Like, you gotta get. I understand they got Rudy Gay and they got Collison. They had some Ben McLemore and shit like that. They tried Rondo last season.
I must say, I don't think it's because in the beginning, it's not like DeMarcus Cousins, because they got the restricted free agency and whatever money that was thrown at him, they were obviously going to match it. I don't think that's his fault. The way that it's structured, you just have to ride the wave out until you're legitimately a free agent. I don't think that's really his fault.
That's true. But did he come out a restricted free agent?
How can he come out of? He was on a rookie contract.
Yeah, this is the first time. So
that's what I'm saying. This is the first time. Yeah.
Next year is going to be like the first time he's a real free agent.
Yeah.
Unrestricted.
So I don't know. Because when I go back and I look at the Sacramento Kings and what they've done over the past 5-7 years, just in case people don't know, that team hasn't made the playoffs in 10 consecutive seasons. It makes no sense. And the fact that they haven't made the playoffs in 10 consecutive seasons, and to make matters worse, they don't look like they're going to make the playoffs anytime soon. Like, if they don't make it this year, which it doesn't look like they're going to, you're talking about a team that potentially could go another 5 years without making the playoffs. So in my other video, when I was trying to explain how to make – oh, my God.
Oops, my bad.
In my other video, I was trying to sit there and explain how to make the NBA great again. I was talking about taking away teams from certain franchises. I understand people may be upset. Your you're a fan base of a city. Your team is gone. I get it. But trust me when I say there are organizations who don't deserve a team because they do not know how to run an organization. They don't know how to run a basketball team. They just don't. And it's not nobody else's fault but theirs. So when people sit there and try to say Boogie's attitude, I get it. Boogie could have a better attitude, but what is he supposed to do? Like, come on. We're supposed to be like, oh no, man, I'm on a bad team, so I'm gonna just try to see the glass half full. Come on, you're not supposed to be that. That's crazy. And man, give it his all every single day, still lose. And also, just in case people don't know, when they traded away Nick Stauskas, they also traded away their 2018 draft pick as well.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell did that for?
Are we talking about 76ers?
Yeah, they be thinking.
No, when the Kings traded to the 76ers, they traded him away with a 2018 draft pick. I think it's top 5 protected. I'm pretty sure it's protected. I don't know how protected it is, But in 2018, in 2018, DeMarcus Cousins, Rudy Gay, Aaron Aflalo, that's when everybody's off the team. So there's a scenario, especially if they just do some stupid stuff. There's a scenario where they can lose everybody, not make the playoffs, get like a mid-level or even make the playoffs, get a mid-level draft pick in 2018, and they don't even have the draft pick because it's with Philly. That's the shit I'm talking about right there, where they just don't know what they're talking about. They don't need to have a team.
Someone in the chat brought up a good idea. He said, CJ said the best place for DeMarcus might be Portland with Dame and CJ. But then in my mind, I'm like,
I said that too. Listen, man, it's not about defense anymore. It's all about offense, boy.
You're right.
True. Ain't nothing to do with defense. Got it all to do with offense.
I mean, they already got CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard for like what, a good 3 years together. So
yeah, they got him for a while. Also, speaking of trades, even though I did just drop the video, we can go into a little bit more details about it. That young boy Melo need to get the fuck out that New York Knicks team. They need to trade him. They need to trade him ASAP. I don't care if he go to a D League team. I don't care if he go overseas. That man does not need to be on that team no more, yo. He just don't. What's the point? What's the point of him being on that team? Huh, Waffle?
What's the point?
Yeah, what's the point?
Same point as DeMarcus Cousins on the Kings team, boy.
So no point then.
Listen, man, there's a lot of players in the NBA. I keep telling you on this exists. There's a lot of players in the NBA who could be on better teams, but it's not going to happen. Like, what do you want? Unless you remove teams in the NBA, there's always going to be a team that has either multiple teams with at least decent to good players who can be helping a contending team that just won't be on that contending team.
But why not though? Why I don't.
Well, maybe he wants to stay in New York. Fuck I know.
But why are y'all keeping him though?
Why are we keeping him?
I don't understand. Like,
hey. If we trade Melo, you might as well just trade everybody on the team.
Yeah, you're right. You might as well. I don't understand the point of like these teams giving themselves false hope. If you're in the East and you don't have no chance to beat LeBron, what are you doing? What are you doing? Honestly, what are you doing?
Very good point.
What are you doing? If you're in the East and you don't have a team that's going to beat whatever team LeBron is on, or you're not at least attempting to build in that direction, what are you doing? And people keep saying, like, oh, it's early in the season. Give him a second. Because you said this too, Waffle. Give him a second. Oh, it's early in the season. That team has problems that are not going anywhere. That team can't play defense. Melo out of nowhere ain't about to be this elite defender. Derrick Rose out of nowhere ain't about to be this elite defender. That team doesn't have a bench. You're not going to have Brandon Jennings starting shooting really efficiently from the floor. That team can't rebound outside of Porzingis and Noah can barely stay on the floor. That team should not be running triangle offense. I agree with you on this. Phil Jackson, it ain't 1996 no more. We ain't running triangle offense no more. It's high pick and roll. What are y'all doing? That don't make no sense to me.
We gotta wait till Phil Jackson gets out of the city, boy.
I don't know, bro. That
you think it's Phil Jackson's fault?
Man, why not?
I think part of it is.
It is Phil part of. Listen, this nigga has no business being. I mean, he could be in practice. He could watch the team, but nigga, you ought to be in there sitting the sideline telling Courtney Lee what to do when Jeff Hornacek trying to run his shit. Fuck out of here, boy.
For real, if he want to coach, then just go ahead and coach.
Like I'm saying, like if you want to freaking do that shit, why don't you start coaching, boy? This man getting paid all this money, but you want to come into practice and just talk to. Nigga, get off your freaking lows and stop sitting in the freaking bleachers in the game. Come on the court and coach. This man is literally sitting like 2 feet away from the bench in home games. I'm like, nigga screaming out there. Then this nigga has the audacity to say in an interview, oh, y'all niggas not running the triangle enough. Y'all, nigga, cut it out.
So like that, he said, y'all niggas.
It's not, but the thing is, again, it's not 1996. They don't even have the personnel to run the triangle offense.
That's what I'm saying. And then you keep adding new people. Like they can't learn the system that fast. Like it's
8 season in. Not 8 season. It's 8 games in. This nigga trying to figure out why you ain't got the triangle down yet, huh? why you ain't got the triangle down yet?
I can't imagine this nigga sitting at the bleachers like, oh, look at this. Look at that no choice. Where's the triangle? nigga be sitting on the sideline. You're like, where's the offense? Where's the triangle at?
No, but keep in mind, when the triangle worked in the past, Jordan, Kobe, there's no Jordan and Kobe on the Knicks.
Nigga, but they've been on the team for a good while with similar personnel for a good amount of time, man. They changing personnel every year.
Yeah, that's another thing too. People, I agree with you, agent, but also people need to realize like Phil was on the Lakers for about 2 or 3 years before they start winning championships, and Phil was on the Bulls like 2 years before they start winning championships. Like he had time to really mold those players, and they were all roughly the same players. When you keep bringing in new people year in and year out, and you're not allowing nobody to really fill out the organization and the gameplay, and you bringing in new coaches too, what are you expecting people to do? You're expecting Derrick Rose throughout his entire career been a ball dominant guard. You just want him out of nowhere to be like, I know you've been playing like that your entire life, but this is how we gonna do it over here, and that's what I'm expecting you to do. I don't get that. And Derrick Rose just isn't that type of a player, so I don't see how that's going to happen because it ain't going to happen. Especially because the way he played it's almost just restricting Derrick Rose. He's a ball dominant guard, so why are you restricting him the way that's just stupid. Phil Jackson.
When Wade was able to do it, anybody can do it.
Ooh. But was he though?
You said Wade?
Wade.
No, I don't think he was like that.
No, but he did.
Did he though? I mean, when you got LeBron on your team, I mean that kind of makes up for everything. Come on, I don't know. I just feel like you just can't expect people who've been playing for the entire careers one way and then out of nowhere just be like 8 games in. No, y'all not doing it the way I want y'all to do it. So yeah,
it was like that with Kobe and them.
When
they weren't playing their whole games running triangles.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. But he gave them 2 or 3 seasons to kind of piece it together. Then they start winning, and even that first championship run, they were struggling in the playoffs.
They were. Yeah, they almost lost that game versus the Celtics in Game 7 too.
And then also let's be clear too. You know, Melo ain't Kobe. You know, Porzingis ain't Shaq. They ain't got Scottie or Michael on the perimeter. I think the triangle offense worked, but. Man, they got some great players that really back up that offense and way it works.
It's too late. It's too late in their career now. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's too late for just expecting people to adapt to a certain way. But going on, and also talking about trades too, Anthony Davis, another player. There's just too many players in the NBA right now who need to be traded. Y'all put in the chat as well where y'all think Anthony Davis should go. Hopefully everything work out because Drew Holiday said he's claiming he's coming back. But Anthony Davis is putting up crazy numbers. It ain't amounting to nothing because he on another team that's just terrible.
Drew might come back next week, early next week.
Yeah. So Drew Holiday might come back next week early. But is that enough, though?
Nope, not even close.
It ain't even close.
It's still going to lose.
Step, though.
It's a difference, but it ain't close.
Man, that man got to get into shape, too. So we're going to see what's up with him.
Anthony Davis? Oh, you talking about Drew Holiday?
No, I'm talking about Drew Holiday.
I was about to say
because that nigga been sitting in the bedside hospital bed. God bless him, but nigga been sitting there chilling.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
Wow.
I said God bless him, boy.
I know you said God bless him, but you're bugging. I'm trying to figure out how many more years Anthony Davis got in his contract because if he ain't got too many years left on his contract, then that's another team.
3 years left after this year.
Oh, 3 years.
It's 4 or 5
this year.
Definitely not 3.
Because he signed last year, I think.
Yeah, and he signed to a 5-year deal.
Yeah. Man, that's terrible.
He took a L. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, damn. Rest in peace, Anthony Davis. Your career done.
Yo, man, I don't understand why all these players. Why y'all think y'all got to stay loyal to these organizations?
Because it's the best.
Katie done
like Chris Bosh. Do like Vince Carter and T-Mac and just hippity hop out of there.
Exactly, just leave, yo. Katie done told y'all niggas, I don't care how close I get to the finals, I'm leaving.
He said dude like T-Mac and Vince Carter.
I don't understand why people got
But they never won any either, too. And you know what, too? That nigga T-Mac was sneaky. That nigga came back on the Spurs and thought he was going to win. Nah, nigga.
Almost.
And you know what's crazy, too? T-Mac still said, yo, I wish I would have stayed in Toronto. He was like, he was like, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose with my cousin. Yo, I don't know. I just feel like they gotta. That's another team. I just feel like there's too many teams out here that just like you're not really building nothing. What's
Well,
the
listen,
point?
man. It's the NBA is going to be the same way for a couple of years until LeBron James is done, and until the Warriors team breaks up. Like, there's no way around that. Unless some way, you know, we get either Anthony Davis or Cousins or Melo on the freaking Clippers or somewhere on the freaking.
I'm gonna say, are
the
the Clippers not that? Because I feel like the Clippers aren't that far removed from.
I mean, the Clippers with CP3, they still gotta have CP3 though, because I don't care.
Imagine if AD switched and went to the Cavs and Kevin Love was involved in the trade.
Would the Pelicans do that though?
Man, if they do that, then they
Picks involved and another Andrew Wiggins.
Pelicans. The only way the Pelicans would trade, really anybody would trade. And I think they need to trade Melo anyway. Melo needs to just take that no trade clause.
You just want Melo traded so bad, huh?
Cause what's the point? What's the point? I don't want to get it. I don't get it. Yo, Melo needs to be traded to Boston. Melo needs to be traded to Boston. Boston give up one of them Brooklyn picks. They're
not doing that.
Give Melo, not Melo. Give New York Jaylen Brown too. Maybe another.
They're not doing that.
If they came up to you and said right now, give us Melo, maybe another piece too, and we'll give you Jaylen Brown in the first round pick. You saying no?
For Jaylen Brown in the first round pick?
You saying no?
Whose pick is that?
Brooklyn's pick.
Am I saying no?
You know you're not saying you saying yes.
They're not have to trade the whole team then. Like
yes, that's what you need to do. You need to trade the whole team. I don't understand why you just think
that's the whole process.
I don't understand why you just think like, man, now I gotta trade the whole team. Yeah, you need to trade all them trash players. Let Rose stay on that team. No, it's not. Let Rose.
What was not gonna be difficult? I mean, he's gonna be off the books.
Yeah, he's gonna be on both books anyway. And then,
I mean, the only person that we need to trade is just Noah, and that's it.
Who? He said Noah. He said Joakim Noah.
Yeah, that's the only person who's left.
No.
Well, after that, no one else is on the contract after that.
I don't know, but even going back to the Clipper thing, like I don't know. You said that it's really only Golden State and Cleveland. I don't know. I think the Clippers and San Antonio. I keep holding on to.
Still disrespecting the Raptors. All right.
Oh, wow. And the Raptors.
Well, that's all I said was Warriors in Cleveland.
No, I think the Clippers. First of all, I think the Clippers better than Toronto anyway. But
I don't think
I disagree wholeheartedly.
I think you're overrating the Clippers, boy. Like the Clippers are just there's something wrong with that team. They just do it every year, rinse and repeat every year. Even this year, it's like you're looking at the games and it's like help me.
Nah, because
even this game, like you said, all right, Thunder are down by like 8 points. What they're not taking care of the Thunder. Like why can't they take them down the hand, take care of them easily? If they're such a better team,
you know who did? The Raptors.
Okay. I mean, you had certain matchup problems and stuff like that. Yeah, you're right. The Thunder came back. That's a shame, yo.
Exactly.
They need to cut that out. The Clippers need to cut that out. But no, the thing about the Clippers is I think that they're still a good team. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year, but even if it doesn't happen this year, you can still turn around next year because I think next year they're gonna have a pretty good team. I think if they can keep all the pieces together, they can convince a small. I think they have a better chance of convincing a small forward to join them than any other team because there's a lot of teams out there that just need a small forward or another perimeter player to take them to the next step. Like OKC they need a small forward. Boston Celtics, I think they need a small forward.
Wait, who's a free agent small forward?
Like Gordon Hayward is a free agent small forward in this upcoming all season. I think the Clippers have the best chance to get Gordon Hayward than anybody else.
So I don't know, man. It's gonna be a lot to give up.
People in the chat talking about Raptors are on a title contender. All I'm saying is the Raptors are wherever the Clippers are in terms of contendership. Because if you're gonna put the Clippers in there, then the Raptors are right there too. Then you go, wait, the Raptors aren't, and the Clippers aren't.
Hey, I ain't trying to get no spoilers, no surprises, nothing like that. But I'm about to upload a video probably tomorrow or the next day, and Toronto is a contender, yo. I don't know why people are sleeping on Toronto, but Toronto's a contender.
They don't like our offense, yo. They don't like that fucking.
Y'all do have
offense.
y'all have terrible offense though. Y'all do have terrible.
What do you mean? This is the same offense OKC ran with Durant and Westbrook.
And it was terrible offense.
No,
but that's Durant and Westbrook.
Call ISOs and then penetration offense. DeRozan kick it, Patterson bang three, or DeRozan Kobe jumper bang each time.
Oh, so talking about is Kyle Lowry as good as Russell Westbrook?
Man,
absolutely not.
Okay, and we already know DeMar DeRozan is the 46th player in the NBA, so you know he's not as good as KD. and Serge Ibaka is better than Patrick Patterson. I don't know. That's a different team, but still, that offense was terrible too, though. It's not like that was good offense.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's similar in the way it was ran. I think that the Thunder for sure had more talent. You know.
That's offense predicated on talent.
See, let me say this real quick.
Say it.
I don't like the way some of y'all think.
Speaking
for so long, DeRozan's been getting battered because he doesn't shoot threes. Has he not proved it to you, shooting over 50% on the season? He's still leading the NBA in points per game, by the way, with 34. Mm-hmm. He dropped 34 today against the Hornets and clutched a victory against the 6-1 Hornets. So I'm telling you, if he's finding effective ways to score, someone said it was a prayer's offense. They're shooting good percentages. The only reason the Raptors aren't up there in points per game with the other team is because they slow it down. But if we adjust it to the pace, the Raptors not only are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, but are also offensively. Last year, they were top 5 offense. So it doesn't matter. I know a lot of you guys don't even watch the Raptors play, so I don't know. You guys kind of just talking. You don't really know what you're saying, but you kind of seen a couple times, one here, one there. Watch the game. It's amazing how efficient the offense is. ISO ball, people complain that shit doesn't work because they look around, they see Golden State, they pass the ball around a lot, and you know Golden State's a good passer team, and they're doing phenomenal. But it doesn't mean that you can't play any other way. And the Raptors are a perfect example of a team who's 30th in assists so far, last in the NBA, but is still banking efficiently on offense.
But let's get something clear though too before you go. The way they play offense is bad. But go ahead, go.
I like it though. It works.
It's bad.
I don't like it because when you get to the playoffs, that ISO
exactly
ball,
it don't work.
Only take it too far, bro.
It works better in the playoffs because you're already been winning slow offense.
It does not work. Y'all basically y'all almost lost in 2 playoff appearances in two series that y'all should have easily won because of the offense. And just it's people out there wondering. Kyle Lowry right now is shooting. Not Kyle Lowry. DeMar DeRozan is shooting 16.7% from 3. Even and again, there's DeMar DeRozan. But here's the thing. I agree with you, and I think people are too concerned about the 3-point shooting from DeMar DeRozan. Because if he's making mid-range shots, then who really cares? I don't care. And on top of that, he's getting to the line 10 times a game. So he's drawing fouls, which is going to make up for the lack of 10 is,
by the way, an understatement because for the last 2 years, he's been second behind Harden in free throw attempts.
I mean, 10 is an understatement because 10 is normally what James Harden gets. So I wouldn't say that's an understatement.
Anyway, DeRozan, I don't care what y'all say. See, a lot of people are expecting, how come DeRozan hasn't tapered off yet? Because it's so difficult to explain. It's like a combination of the way the Spurs play and the Thunder play. There's a lot of dribble handoffs, and there's a lot of isolation. And when you have a player like DeRozan who's so money from mid-range, you're all right with isolating the floor and jumping over the defender each time. I can't wait till the Raptors play the Spurs because Kawhi is going to be on DeRozan. And I don't know if
get clamped. No, he's going to get clamped. He's going to get clamped.
He might get. I want to see how he plays.
There's no
what
mic.
I wanted to say.
There's no mic.
If he can perform against Kawhi, I would be surprised.
If he can perform against Kawhi, top 40 then.
You need to cut it. Anyway, it's just nice. And it's not like the Raptors are destroying teams. They're just finding ways to win games. And when you have players like LeBron, I look for a lot of his career. You can argue who wasn't, or Stephen Curry or KD. These guys that close games, they make sure the team fucking wins. That shit is a blessing, yo. And DeRozan stepped up this year.
Also, real quick in the chat before you go, Waffle Man, put in the chat if you think DeMar DeRozan is the best shooting guard. See the best shooting guard because now James Harden is a point guard, so. It's between DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson. Go and put that in the chat.
Jimmy Butler is technically playing small forward now.
So you move on to point guard now?
He is. He won a point.
I guess.
he's running point guard.
Was he getting guarded by point guards? No, right.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't watch terrible basketball, so I can't watch Houston play. What were you about to say to Waffle?
I was saying that. Now you gotta move on.
Oh, okay. I don't know. But yo, shout out to DeMar DeRozan because he is balling, and shout out to the people who keep hating him because I think that's what's fueling him right now. He saw that.
Shout out to DeRozan for being better than Melo.
he saw that 40. He saw that 46 rating. He was like,
I
okay,
know you ain't sit there and say that.
Say, let me drop 46 each game.
No, wait. Come on. We got to be truthful now. DeMar DeRozan is better than Melo.
Yeah, he's better. But
Okay.
damn, you went hard. Like,
that's the first time I heard you say that. Remember
listen. He better be better. This man Melo's 32, 33. He got freaking gas ass knees now.
Gas ass knees.
He better be better. Now he better be better than all the fucking niggas that are old like this. Nigga got bent ass knees now, boy.
I don't get it how DeMar DeRozan, 26 last year, now he's 27, entering his prime. Why did people just think all of a sudden, oh no, I don't see him doing what he did last year again. No, I don't see that. They think
it's an anomaly each year. Each year they're wrong. The same guys who ranked the Raptors 4th in the East, those ESPN experts, they're shaking in their boots. What the fuck happened to my Celtics? Al Horford? It's Al Horford. He's injured, a concussion. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Guys, nobody predicted the Hornets because they're always fucking wrong. Every year they're wrong. It's crazy.
Every year, almost every year, he's right. They're wrong. I still remember when they put Marc Gasol in the top 10. I lost my mind that year. I was like, what's wrong with people, yo? Marc Gasol top 10.
That man Victor Oladipo garbage, man.
And then the thing, Victor Oladipo playing really bad. And then you had Al Horford. For people who don't know, Al Horford been averaging practically the exact same stat line for the past 2 years. He is the definition of plateauing. But for whatever reason, oh no, the great Al Horford, gonna show up. I don't get it. But we talk about that every week. I'm pretty sure y'all getting tired of it.
The great Al Horford. Yo, we used to do a segment on the pod called Balling with Bargnani. And we're doing a new one called The Great Al Horford.
Yeah, we might add
a summary of Al Horford's stats when he comes back from his concussion.
We might have to, yo, because like I'm trying to tell people all the time, yo, Al Horford at best might be a 15-10 player at best. But everybody you keep like expecting Al Horford to really change the way that they about to play. Y'all bugging. So we're gonna do that every week. You know, you got to think of something. You had the ball in with Bargnani. We got to think of something with the great Al Horford. But he out though. He out. So we'll give him.
That's why that's why the Celtics are losing. You didn't know that?
They losing because of Jay Crowder, and they losing because of Evan Turner. And even Isaiah Thomas said that. He sat there and said, we missing Evan Turner coming off the bench. And I said that in another video. I was like, yo, Evan Turner is really that guy. For people who don't know, Evan Turner is that guy. And y'all thinking that y'all got the same type of productivity coming off the bench. I don't know why y'all think Marcus Smart out of nowhere is just about to be a lights-out shooter. He had the same problems he had for the past 3 years. He can't shoot. So they ain't got nobody really coming out the bench.
AKA Mr. 35%, always shooting 35.
He a lifetime 35% shooter from the fucking field. Lifetime. That's lifetime solidified.
The lifetime achievement award from Marcus Smart.
Hey, lifetime. Moving on because we just talking though, you know what I'm saying? Talking. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all see y'all. We got over 100 people in the chat while we streaming up. We charged up. I see y'all out there, boy. Also, y'all can put in the chat if there's like anything specific y'all want us to. You can put in the chat anything specific y'all want us to talk about too on the low.
That's crazy. This man got injected. I didn't even know it.
Shout out to who else we giving shout outs to. Oh yeah, Pacers. We're gonna touch upon the Pacers. We ain't really talking about it too much. Yo, what's wrong with the Pacers, people? They keep losing games. Agent said he saw this coming from a mile away. Oh, we talked about this because dumbass Larry Bird got rid of Frank Vogel. Terrible coaching. Terrible management. Also, John Wall got ejected for 2 games. And is this true?
No way. My whole fantasy team getting ejected today.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was 2 other games before this.
You said John Wall, right?
Today. It wasn't today though.
Because today he was balling against the Cavs.
Yeah, I can go.
Whoops. Yo, take your controller out the desk. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the Lakers. Shout out to my man in the chat. Yo, just in case people missing, because agent get to talk he get to talk his stuff about his team. I got to talk my stuff about my team. Yo, shout out to the Lakers looking really, really good out here. We got the win over the Golden State Warriors, the tight game last night against the Sacramento Kings. Have y'all been watching these games, or y'all sleeping on my Lakers?
No, I watched 2 Laker games this week.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. You woke then. You woke.
You already know. I was impressed, especially down the stretch of that one. I forgot who they were playing. It was the other day when Lou Will was balling out with Nick Young.
The Kings. Yeah,
yo, I don't know because I remember Lou got 6 man on the Raptors. I was like, yo, Lou, you're doing this? Okay, let's go, Lou. Let's go.
I think it was just coaching this entire time. Like I think Byron Scott. Nah, he just a terrible coach. I was gonna give him a good. I was like, I think he alright, but nah, he a bad coach. He can't coach. But no, they playing good. They playing like really good. Brandon Ingram is still struggling, and I knew he was gonna struggle. And that's just like if you watch him in summer league, you should have came to that conclusion that he was gonna struggle. But yo, Julius Randle on the low is crazy nice. I like the fact he handling the ball. I like the fact he bringing it up, initiating offense. Dribble handoff. I like that he's switching, helping on defense. Great rebounder for his size. D'Angelo Russell with the post-ups. I like that too. I'm still kind of shaky on the Nick Young in the starting lineup from time to time. I don't know about that from time to time.
He balling in the last game though.
He be balling. I give him credit. He be balling, but I be checking him. He do be checking. I be checking him. I'll be like, ugh, all right now, I see you. But everything is looking pretty good. Everybody's shooting pretty good, really good from the field besides D'Angelo and Luol Deng, and then, of course, Brandon Ingram as well. But the one thing, if I had to critique anything, it's the defense. That defense has to become better, especially communicating on the perimeter. But the offense is actually flowing way better than what I expected. Have you seen anything, Waffle, that I might be missing?
No. I mean, they played. I saw them playing DeMarcus Cousins. They played pretty good defense on DeMarcus Cousins. They were limiting him to shots, frustrating him in the second half. And I was like, damn, that's the type of defense you got them niggas playing Luke Walton? There you go. That's how you get a superstar out the game. And then you saw versus the Warriors, I think Curry, was that the game he shot 0 for 10 from 3?
Yeah, 0 for 10, yep.
Yeah, I was like, all right, Luke Walton. I see you bringing on that defense on them other superstars in the league.
Luke Walton, you're not really a good coach. You just had the Warriors last year when Steve Kerr was out. I don't know anymore, man. Luke Walton looked like a great coach, a great bench warmer in the NBA, now a great coach.
That's always though. That's always. You said better. You said better than Fisher. You said better than Fisher. Yo. I don't know, yeah. I think he's gonna be a good coach, though. I think, to be honest with you, that man Steve Kerr might be highly overrated on the low.
He is
on the low.
Cut it. Relax.
Do I though?
Listen, what has he really done though? Like if you think about it.
But
like even in the first NBA Finals, they didn't even have Kyrie and Love, and they went down.
They could have been 6. They went 6 games without Kyrie and Love. Ugh. Think about it.
They went down. They could have went down like 3-2, I think, too, or 3-1 or whatever.
Not like Love played well this year, anyway.
What? He ain't playing all that good. Yeah, he not. His field goal percentage is still kind of shaky.
I mean, he still had an impact on the floor, though. Listen, he better than whoever they had back in the other finals.
Oh my God, this is hard as hell. Look, shout out to the Lakers. For those people who just coming in, we just got done talking about the Lakers, but the Lakers looking good. Got to straighten up on the defense. We beating some solid teams. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Laker pride. I'm not feeling the Nick Young in the starting lineup, but it is what it is. And we gonna end the topic on this. Are the Lakers making the playoffs? In the chat too. Are the Lakers making the playoffs?
Yeah.
You're gonna answer? You're gonna answer? You're gonna hate on my Laker team?
Yeah, I got them making the playoffs.
You got them making a play. That's what I thought. Your agent.
Nope.
Don't hate. Why are you hating? Agent, why are you hating?
I'm assuming some teams in the NBA are gonna pick it up too. Mavs when Dirk comes back, Pels when Drew
No,
comes back.
that team is not gonna pick it up.
Oh, the Mavericks are garbage, man.
That team is done.
Dirk hasn't played past the first game.
If you're waiting on a 37-year-old Dirk Nowitzki to put up 16 points,
He balled the first game.
Wait, he's 38 years old.
He's 38.
He's 38, boy. He balled up. Come on.
Yo, if you waiting on,
You're underrating Dirk right now.
I ain't underrating Dirk. I'm just saying,
Listen, man.
if you waiting on a 38-year-old Dirk to really change that much, yeah, odds are your team ain't that good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
I don't know if they can make the playoffs, but I'm saying some teams are gonna get better.
Yeah, but honestly, Lakers gonna get better too. Cause that man Ingram going to get going.
No,
And,
he ain't gonna get
Marcus.
going. He need to get going on that bench. People be saying I'm hard on Ingram, but I just got them high expectations. You know what I'm saying? When you watch Kobe your entire life, you know what I'm saying? You can't be settling for Ingram. You see what I'm saying? We gotta expect more out of him, man.
They'll get going.
D'Angelo's been balling, man.
Give him a good 40 games, boy.
Yeah, D'Angelo. I seen D'Angelo is kind of up and down, especially with the field goal percentage. But I can see D'Angelo. Like, I can see him how he fits in the offense. He's a great ball handler. I see him posting up, giving them the shimmy, giving the dance moves in the post. But I can't give him 40 games, Wolf.
Dance moves.
We're gonna have to wait a couple seasons to see that really pan out.
Give him the Devin Booker treatment.
Look, give him the ball and let him just play by himself.
Yeah, boy.
No.
Bring him off the bench. Oh, wait, he's already coming off the bench.
Yeah, exactly. He already coming off the bench.
That team is nice. I'm thinking about it more. They also got Jordan Clarkson. Oh, man.
Exactly. And Clarkson coming off the bench. We got offense for days, but people just got to play defense. Let me see. Z Smooth asks, what do we think about Giannis Antetokounmpo? For people who don't know, what are the numbers Giannis posting up? I think they're really good numbers. Giannis is posting up really good numbers, but the Milwaukee Bucks are still struggling to turn that into wins because they're the Milwaukee Bucks. But he's still putting up roughly around triple-double and stuff like that. Is that another player that might need to be traded?
Nope.
No, not yet.
Not yet. I don't know, man.
He's why everyone to go to teams up.
Middleton, Kate hasn't come back yet.
He ain't coming back. He's not coming back this entire season.
No, she's gonna come back.
Oh, you said Kate.
Yeah.
I thought you said Chris Middleton.
No, Kate. She gonna come back. She gonna kill it because Kate's a great 3-point shooter, right? So when she comes back,
I don't even know
back
who
with
you're
the
talking
Bucks,
about right now. Who are you talking about?
Kate's gonna be in the starting lineup, just straight banging threes, yo. Kate got that 92 standing 3 in 2K.
I don't know who you're talking about.
It's Chris.
Talking about Mallory Edens.
I call Chris Kate because I did that for a while, and I was like, fuck it, let's just roll with the mistake.
Oh yeah, he's still on his rookie contract right now. So yeah, I don't know
Who, Kate?
No, Giannis. Giannis still on his rookie contract.
Kate got a nice $13 million rookie contract then.
No, and his numbers actually are going down, which is kind of shaky. Turnovers are going up too. You gotta watch out for Giannis. You gotta watch out. Yeah, you gotta watch out for some of these players who put up crazy stat lines but got the turnovers.
Hey, that's you, Westbrook. That's you, Harden.
I mean, what do you expect from high usage?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey, you can do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do to win them games. I get that, but don't be claiming that they good as Jordan or Kobe or Wade. You know what I'm saying? Just because they play the shooting guard position and they put up good numbers when they turn the ball over more than them. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
You know what's crazy? When people injure themselves in the offseason, like, what are you doing, man? Like, it wasn't even a game you got injured. I see that happen way too often. Like, Sullinger, come on, yo. Come on.
Some people get hurt, boy. What do you want?
I guess so. Just don't go bowling with Andrew Bynum.
Wow. The great JaVale McGee. We need to have a hashtag in the chat. We put it on Twitter, too. Follow me at Legend of Winning. Follow these guys at Waffle Man. At all the stuff in the description, though. I think I did. I put in there. At Agent Zero. Call me Agent Zero. Hashtag start JaVale McGee. For people who don't know, in the very limited minutes, JaVale McGee is putting up pretty solid numbers. This is something that I don't know. I thought could possibly happen, but then I didn't want to say nothing because I started to realize I was expecting JaVale McGee to play good, and then I just kind of kept it to myself. But JaVale McGee, it looks like he could potentially be starting, which I think will actually be better and is a way better rim protector than Zaza Pachulia. Zaza needs to come off the bench. The one thing that does bother me about JaVale though is injuries. That's something you gotta watch out for JaVale with injuries. Got to play him in very limited minutes. However, when you do play him, he is an immediate threat on the boards. Great athletic guy, can run up and down the court with you. Low basketball IQ, I will say that. But what do y'all think about JaVale McGee potentially starting?
Per 36 numbers?
What's that?
24 points? Hey, straight dominating points.
I see in my comment section sometimes somebody be like, his per 48 is. I'm like, nobody not playing 48 minutes though. What is that? What does that do for anybody? Nobody's not playing 48 minutes. That analytic, that statistic that you claiming or you stating in the comment section, that means nothing. Oh man,
Charles Barkley would be so proud of you.
He said the same thing too though.
I could tell.
But what you think, Wolf? You want how about JaVale McGee starting for your team, man? You got Porzingis and JaVale in the front court protecting the rim.
Not good. I'm good. I just moved Porzingis to the 5.
Y'all need to do that anyway. So you
agree for Max Kellerman then?
Oh yeah, Max my guy. I mess with Max.
Yeah, that's not nigga. Stop.
I mess with Max, boy. You better swing Porzingis at 5, put Melo at 4. And y'all need to trade Noah and get some perimeter players.
Remember what JaVale was supposed to be? The next big thing playing for the Wizards, little young guy, mad athletic, over here fucking balling, amazing field goal percentage. Mm-hmm. Gilbert, a lot of Gilbert. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck happened to him, yo.
He's still here. He's still alive.
Nah. He's not the same anymore. Now he's a Shaqtin' a Fool All-Star. He's supposed to be an NBA All-Star. You imagine if Shaqtin' a Fool had its own event at All-Star Weekend.
First of all, JaVale, you need to cut that beard off. I don't know why you're trying to act like you're a grown man all of a sudden. You better cut that beard off, boy. I need to see that baby face assassin on the court. Oh yeah, it's November. What is it called?
November?
Yeah, November. You don't cut your. Yeah, I forgot about that. So hopefully at the end of November. It sounds so pause-worthy. Pause. But hopefully
no shade in November.
Yeah, no shade in November. Yeah.
Yeah, I cut my beard last night.
Yeah, people still do that?
I mean, that's what JaVale doing.
Oh, no. People still do that. There are people here do that.
I mean, you ain't got no choice. Y'all need to cover up your face for the code. You know what I'm saying? So
he's trying to get a different look because he's been branded as a Shaqtin' guy for so long.
Hey, what you cutting?
I know, right?
My beard. You know about my beard?
You ain't got no beard.
I honestly
see that profile pic right there? That's me. That's not Kanye.
You have no beard whatsoever.
It'll come.
Hey man,
when?
When? I don't have a beard because I keep cutting it. That's why.
No, that's not how it works, Agent.
I'm 20. Y'all grow a beard by 20? Come on.
I mean,
I know people who was at 16 who had beards on the low.
Listen, man, people I know that 19, 20. I'm 20 right now, nigga. We're 20 right here. What you talking about?
You got a beard?
I got a beard on the low.
Yo, why got that neck beard?
Yeah, boy, I got that beard and the stash.
The neck beard is something serious. But back real quick. This is actually a topic I want to talk about. What's going on with the Minnesota Timberwolves? I haven't been watching them. I'm not gonna lie. But the Minnesota Timberwolves, they struggling, which is kind of
missing
weird.
Rubio big time.
Stop. People, this is something I've said for years, but I try to be humble. I just sit back and I just let it be. Ricky Rubio, he ain't a starting point guard in the NBA. I said it. Go and light me up in the chat if you disagree. But Ricky Rubio, he's not a starting point guard in the NBA, yo. And if they missing him, then they need to go and just wrap up this season and call it quits because they shouldn't be waiting on him. But Karl-Anthony Towns is playing good. I wish he would attack the basket more, averaging 22 points, 8 rebounds, a block, 3 assists. Andrew Wiggins, Agent's guy, you know what I'm saying? 24 points. Here's the thing that's really impressing me about Wiggins right now. 24 points, the field goal percentage, 48 points, or 47.5 points. 3-point percentage, guess what it is, Agent?
35.
You cold.
50.
You getting a little warmer. You getting warmer.
90.
Oh no, you just got too high. It's 63. It's 63.6%. He's shooting 63% from 3, and he's attempting.
I don't know how to explain it. I think you guys. You were overrating Cat to start the season. He has the potential to be a great player in the NBA.
I mean, Cat is still playing good though. It's not like he's playing bad.
I don't know. I watched 2 Timberwolves games so far this season in full. I've watched in and out of fourth quarter some of them, and the fourth quarter ones especially, I've noticed, they don't have a closer, yo. There was that one game against the Kings where Karl Towns was just getting sauced by DeMarcus, and Karl Towns just wasn't doing anything down the stretch. Wiggins got 3 mid-range jumpers to keep them in the game, and then Wiggins bricked the game-ending shot. So it was just a lot of like, I don't think they have that guy yet. I think they still need to develop more. But the thing is they also have Chris Dunn, who now is picking up Rubio minutes. They have Zach LaVine, who's getting a lot of Rubio minutes. And then they have Gorgie Jang, who they just didn't they just extend some of Jang?
I think they did. But here again, though, Zach LaVine, and you might be right, might be towards the end of the game. I'm not watching. I'm just telling the people the numbers. Zach LaVine, 34 minutes. He's putting up 20 points though. 3 almost 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Shooting 46, almost 47% from the field. He's shooting almost 50% from 3. He's shooting 49% from 3. He's attempting 6 3-pointers a game. And Andrew Wiggins attempting 3. So it's not like, you attempting like half a 3-pointer a game, and that's the reason why you're shooting good from the 3. No, they actually attempting shots. And then Gorgie Jang, 10 points, 8 rebounds, and he's playing less than 30 minutes, grabbing 8 boards. I look at some of these numbers and I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. So you might be right though. It might be towards the end of the game where they just blowing leads, and that ends up hurting them when you look at the record.
I told y'all they're still gonna be ass this season.
No, they weren't gonna be ass, but I knew they were gonna be a middle of the road team because they're not phenomenal defensively or offensively, and that's just not a good look.
Right now, I know it's the beginning of the season, but when it comes to field goal percentage, they're allowing their opponent to shoot 47%, over 47%, and they're also allowing their opponent to shoot over 34% from 3. So the field goal percentage is pretty high, which then is in turn allowing the opposing team to score over 100 points, 104. So that's for sure not good. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a young team, new coach. This is the team I will give a pass to. I'll give them a mulligan. Some of these other teams I can't do that, but I don't know. Maybe I did jump the gun. It is pretty early though, so I don't want to jump too ahead. But for sure, you got to watch out for them real quick.
This man Westbrook took the 3.
We cut the 3. Oh, what's the score? What's the score?
Oh, they lost by 2 points.
Okay then, boy.
Well, they lose to
The Clippers.
The Clippers.
But
The second best team in the East. Let me stop.
Yo, take the Thunder and throw them down a tier. They're not in the same tier as the Clippers and the Raptors.
They're not.
What? They lost by 2 points this game and they beat them the other game.
Well, they're not in the same tier.
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 Word.
Yeah, word.
I bet. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear when you talk about when the Sixers beat the Pacers and when the Pacers lose by 2 to the Sixers.
What?
But no, that's the thing because we're expecting more out of the Pacers. I'm not expecting nothing out of the Thunder as a team.
But shouldn't you be expecting more from the Clippers?
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Like they barely escaped the Thunder again, and they lost last time anyway. So,
but you're right. You're right.
matter of fact, Westbrook shouldn't even. I don't even know why he did. That's just
But he does that all the time. He makes bad decisions. I don't understand why. I know you're so surprised.
I'm surprised.
Yo, I have a question for y'all, and try and keep some recency bias out of it. Would you rather have Gilbert in his prime or Westbrook right now?
Westbrook right now.
I'm gonna have Westbrook, boy.
Because I remember Gilbert in his prime would close the fuck out of games. He's the closer of all closers. He actually, I don't know the exact stats, but if you go in advanced stats and you look up some of the clutch stats in NBA history, Gilbert is up there with the best.
I mean, for 2 seasons, I don't.
I think like 3 or 4 seasons. So
it's not no 4 seasons. Stop. You're being biased.
Like the hotel.
You're embellishing real quick. No, I think you kind of overstate Gilbert Arenas from time to time. You got to start checking people.
Y'all need to go back.
I don't even see Gilbert on this list.
I need to start checking people. Because now Gilbert, not only Gilbert, Tracy McGrady too. Some people be just over embellishing Gilbert Arenas and Tracy McGrady's career. Yo.
People did that during his career. I remember I had a friend who went to my Saturday school when I was a kid, and he always used to argue that T-Mac was better than Kobe. I'm like, y'all see the fucking 35 points he dropped today? He's like, no, T-Mac is better. I'm like, man.
the people who make these arguments that T-Mac was better than Kobe, or even he might have been on the level for a few seasons, but especially if you want to look at their primes, it was very clear who was a better player. Like I don't understand why people even make that argument. T-Mac
that was before Kobe won his 2 championships without Shaq. By the way.
No, but on the defensive end, like T-Mac wasn't the same player that Kobe was, and I don't understand why people keep embellishing like what they did. I just don't get that at all.
Yeah, I need everybody today to go out there and watch some Gilbert Arena highlights.
Oh, wait! This man Waffle, he might be handing out Asian and L today.
For what?
Because he gave us a link in the chat, in the Skype chat. I don't see him up here neither. I see Kobe, Pierce, Dirk, LeBron. I see Vince, Ray Allen, Jason Terry, Andre Miller, but I don't see I don't see nothing about no Gilbert Arenas.
All right, well that's not an advanced stat. That's literally one fucking list.
No, I see. I mean,
go to NBA.com/stats, then go through there.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did too. We'll see. We'll come back with y'all next week and see if we're going to hand this man an L or not.
What did they define clutch as? Oh, they said who have attempted at least 650 clutch shots, right? So Gilbert wouldn't qualify
because he only did it for like 2 or 3 seasons.
I understand that, but I'm saying in my life, and keep in mind, Kobe's my favorite player of all time. I've never seen a player as clutch as Gilbert.
I don't know about that. Yo, everybody, just hold your L's for next week. Hold your L's for next week. We're going to see if we're going to give him an L or not.
It would be an L anyway.
Yes, you said an outrageous claim, and then Melo had. I said.
I remember because I heard it in the Toronto Raptor broadcaster when we were playing the Wizards the other week.
There's plenty of things that Reggie Miller says.
In every Toronto Raptors broadcast, they do this thing where they ask you a trivia question, and they said, "What was the last Wizard player to be named to an All-NBA team?" And I was like, "Shit is easy. That shit is Gilbert." And then the answer came up as Gilbert, and they started talking about his career a little bit. And I remember Leo Routen said that shit. So, I mean, that is not going to show it if 650 is the minimum. But he acknowledged the fact that if you can turn around on a game-winning shot, not even need to see the ball go in, and you know that shit went in, clutch.
Look, he was. I'm not saying he was good for. He was good for like 2 or 3 seasons, but that wasn't his whole career. For majority of his career, he was a good
shot in the court and in the locker room.
No, you're crazy. Oh my god! And all I'm saying is, in the grand scheme of things, he wasn't that good of a. He was good. He was great. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Stop that right now.
He wasn't as great as some people make him seem. Trust me on this.
Some people make him seem. I'm saying
you right now, agent. You.
Go find something with a smaller threshold, like 200 clutch shots.
How do you even search this shit up on NBA.com? Because this shit only does it like.
You have to go through like miscellaneous.
First of all, fuck NBA.com for making these stats and looking at these stats even harder.
Facts.
It's just I don't understand why they changed the way the thing looks. Stupid as hell. While y'all looking that up, play a quick game real quick before we wrap up the podcast. I'm gonna name some. Well, we'll just do word association. So I'm gonna name some rookies and I'll name some other players. Y'all give me the first thing y'all think about when y'all look at these players. Think of these players. First up, we'll go in order with the rookies, and also in the chat, y'all can play the game too. First player, Ben Simmons. First word that comes to mind when you think of Ben Simmons.
Injured all the time.
Face.
I'm serious. That's actually what came to my mind.
Overrated. Next one, Brandon Ingram.
Skinny bone.
I don't watch him play enough.
Overrated. Jaylen Brown.
On the NBA.
Jaylen Brown.
No free throw.
He plays with the great Al Horford.
Really underrated. Great player. Chris Dunn.
Where's he at?
Surprising, actually.
More time. Buddy Hield. Jesus Christ.
Hey, the new Mr. 35%.
Where's the help from Anthony Davis?
Yeah, where's the help for AD? Fuck. Yo, you're terrible, buddy. Yo. Jesus Christ. And we'll go with Jamal Murray.
Canadian.
Sucks.
Disappointing. It's disappointing.
Did he make a shot?
Yeah, I don't know if he made a shot yet. It was this man Jamal Murray went on a stretch, a really good stretch. Yeah, it was crazy. James Harden.
All-time great.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm playing.
Nah. What'd you just say, boy? It sounded like
I said all-season great, boy.
I thought you said all-time great. I was like, you better watch your mouth now. Watch that mouth. Pause. What'd you say, agent?
Surprising. I don't think he's going to do well on point guard.
Turnovers. DeMar DeRozan.
Best fucking shooting guard in the NBA.
What'd you say, Waffle?
I said underrated.
Fade away.
You know what? Mine is Lil Kobe. He playing like Kobe out there.
I was gonna say fade away. I saw one shot. I was like, ooh. I had to give him the young and
watch Raptor game right now. Those shimmy shake pull up mid range fades, just like Kobe, yo. Oh my god,
crazy. Let me see. Carmelo Anthony.
Ejected.
When's that man gonna retire?
It's time to let go. Westbrook.
All-time great.
Kill yourself. Why you jump into these? Inefficient is a perfect word. Inefficient. Damian Lillard. Show my man Dame some love in the chat.
Overrated.
Yes. You kill me, boy.
He's worse than Kyrie.
Y'all are haters. Ugh. No respect. Klay Thompson. That's another good one. Klay Thompson.
Forgotten.
Nice two-way player.
What's your favorite song, Agent? Where your ass is at? Where you at, Klay Thompson? Huh? Where you at? Cause I don't know where that man at. Anthony Davis.
Injury-prone machine.
New Orleans lit guy.
Get the hell out of New Orleans. Two more. We'll do two more. Kyrie Irving.
Sexy.
One of the best point guards in the NBA. Clutch.
Handles. I'll give him handles. And y'all think of two. Now I can't think of no right now.
Joel Embiid.
Ooh, young Hakeem. I like that.
Yeah.
The Kembe.
The Kembe.
Yeah, you didn't see him put the Kembe moves on today.
All right, Agent. You think of some names. Think of a name.
DeMarcus.
Some sad for you.
I don't know what entertaining.
I'm going to go with bodybuilder.
What?
I'm not the same with this man.
Somebody put in the chat Paul George.
Disappointing.
Tied to Frank Vogel.
Is he a superstar?
Yeah.
No. Answer in the chat. Because me and Agent been going back and forth with this for quite some time now. Where exactly Paul George ranks? And last year I did jump a little bit because I was like, oh, he proving me wrong. Okay, I see you. And I'll give players credit when they prove me wrong. But oh man, Paul George, you back at it again with the inconsistency. It's crazy. And yeah, I think that's it. If there's anything else in the chat, please let me know if I miss anything. But we're gonna wrap up the podcast with our weekly predictions. Even though we do not keep up with these things, because I know Agent is winning.
We should, because I already know I'll be in the lead.
Yeah, I know Agent is winning. That's the reason why I'm not keeping up with him. So we're not going to keep up with you.
I need to go back on all the pods and get all the info. Because every time I'm like, yo, I remember we made a prediction on this game, and those two were wrong. That's what's up.
Oh, somebody said Paul George is a top 5 player. Nah, you bugging.
On his team, right?
Not anymore, he's not.
Nah, he's not no top 5 player.
He's top 5 on his team, though.
Yeah, he top 5 in his team. He top 5 in Indiana Pacer player all time. You right.
If he's top 5, he should be able to do what the other niggas is doing in the rest of the conference.
Exactly. If he really top 5 right now, the way I'm looking at some of these players play, they starting to make a very clear distinction between what's top 5 and what's top 10 and what's not. Paul George can't even do what DeMar DeRozan doing right now, so I don't know about all that.
But you know,
And that's not a slight. That's not a slight to DeMar.
There's nowhere I can go anymore to watch Kobe play basketball. That shit is sad.
No.
It's real sad.
But we're gonna do these predictions real quick. I don't know if the great Al Horford is gonna be back, but this right here should be great tomorrow night. Let me see where this is gonna be at.
Well, you guys went with the Celtics. No, you went with the Knicks on Knicks Celtics, right?
I don't know.
Did we even do that?
You guys did, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go with Celtics.
I don't even think we did that.
I know we did one of the Knicks.
I remember you did that one.
No, we did the Knicks and the Jazz.
How about this? Tomorrow. Tomorrow we got a doubleheader at Indiana, Boston Celtics versus Pacers. Who you got?
Damn,
I go with Celtics.
In the chat too, Boston Celtics versus the Pacers.
I got the Pacers. I mean, not the Pacers. Pause. Not the Pacers. I meant the Bulls. I mean, pause. The Celtics.
You're crazy. Would you say, Agent?
I got the Celtics.
I got the Pacers. I don't know if the great Al Horford back. If the great Al Horford back, I'm screwed. Like I said, double header tomorrow night. New York Knicks face Toronto Raptors. Whew.
Is that really the one you want to ask?
This is gonna be legendary. Who y'all got, man? Let me know.
I got the Knicks.
There you go, Waffle.
Waffle, you are losing this competition because you keep choosing your bum ass Knicks and then lose each
I
time.
don't give a damn, boy.
There you go. Yo, this man said Raptors by a blowout. He said Raptors by 2 trillion.
It's not even close. It's the Raptors. It'd take DeRozan and Lowry not to play the game for me to consider the Knicks.
I got the Raptors too. Look out for the upset though.
Oh, we'll see.
On Sunday's game. Actually, we might not have to do Sunday's game because we had a back-to-back, a double header on our hands on Saturday. So we'll skip Sunday because there's not too many games playing on Sunday anyway. On Monday, it's a couple of bad games. Memphis versus – oh, no, this is a good one. Detroit versus Pistons. I said Detroit versus Pistons. Detroit Pistons versus Oklahoma City Thunder. Who y'all got?
Thunder.
Yeah, I go with Thunder.
I got Thunder too, actually. Tuesday, another great one. Cavs versus Toronto. Who you got?
Cavs.
At Cavaliers. At Cavaliers.
Cavs.
There you, man. Come on, Agent.
Man,
stick with your team, man.
Well, if you say that Toronto's home, because the last time the Cavs faced the Raptors earlier this year, they were showing the stats between Raptors home and away. It was atrocious away at Cleveland.
How about this? Don't even worry about that one because tomorrow's is a better one. We'll do Bulls versus Portland on Tuesday at Portland.
I'm gonna go with the Bulls.
The Bulls.
I'm gonna go with Portland. So there's no more Cavs versus Raptors because on Wednesday we got Warriors versus Raptors at Toronto.
Raptors.
I'm not gonna allow I have to go with the Raptors. And time will tell why I do that. On Thursday, we got the New York Knicks against the Washington Wizards. I love the New York Knicks.
I might need to go to that Golden State game against Toronto.
No, there's no way you're gonna be able to make it, boy.
Man, you can afford that?
You know what I'm saying? Don't kid yourself.
Why is that kidding myself? That's a nice ass game.
How about this? No, that's not. We did enough New York Knicks. Timberwolves, Philly versus Timberwolves at Minnesota.
Timberwolves.
You say Philly?
Yeah.
Timberwolves. What kind of question is that?
What? Man, they looking good. And last game of the week. My Lakers not playing that much. They're playing like 2 games. How about this? Sunday, gotta go back to Sunday. Sunday's game is Lakers versus Timberwolves at Minnesota. Who you got?
Tim.
I got the Lakers.
I got the Lakers too. Don't kid yourself, AJ. All right, so I think that's it, people. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We consistently had about 100 people in the chat throughout the entire podcast. So shout out to y'all for showing the love and support. See y'all next week. And I'm going to say y'all closing remarks.
Y'all know where you can find me. Make videos every other day, covering the games, post-game reports, pre-game reports. Y'all know where I'm at, boy. Holla at your boy in the subway. F train, the D train. Catch me in the subway.
Hey,
holla at your boy, man. We always on that 71 going straight to Union Station, downtown Toronto. Yeah, catch you guys in the next pod. I'm going to hop on and play some Park now on 2K. So, see you later.
Yeah, if y'all watching, y'all play 2K. I'm pretty sure a good handful of y'all do play 2K. I'm probably going to be jumping on in a few seconds as well. Also, shout out to Mixtape Videos. Me and Sydney sat down. We talked about basketball earlier in the week.
I peeped.
Yeah. Shout out to Mixtape Videos for having me. I talked about Michael Jordan and LeBron James, so go check that out. And catch the moves. Also, I hope I'm trying to be optimistic, but I hope there's gonna be some changes on the channel very soon. Gonna be something new. So keep on the lookout for that. And we'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.
Hey, get them NBA deals, boy.
What a face.